A comedy movie about a bunch of state troopers from Vermont find themselves in a sticky situation when they find a dead body in their state trooper department. Budget is about to get cut and they're on the verge of losing their jobs. Now, does this movie sound like a good movie? I don't know. We'll find out today on this episode of Movie Breakdowns. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What is Movie Breakdowns? It's a movie review series where we look at new and old movies, give them a grade, A through F, plus and minuses do count. And I take movie requests. So if there's a movie you want me to watch, let me know. I'll try to get to it as best I can. Sometimes it might take a few months, sometimes it may take a few weeks, sometimes it may take a whole year. As happened, I'm sorry. But I got the movie review up and I did my job. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this series. I really appreciate it. And today, I've been told to watch the movie Super Troopers, which I had never seen before until this point. This movie's from 2001. It's a comedy movie. Getting a heads up on that one. Looking at my computer right here to the side. Right up to the side. You ever seen look over to the side? I'm looking at my computer. But it's a comedy movie from the year 2001. It is an hour and 40 minutes long. Rated R because of reasons. The things in the movie, like there's a really dope material in this movie. Dope humor and stuff like that. Some nudity, but nothing like super crazy. But yeah, so kids try to watch this movie, do not watch this movie. Parents, you watch this series, don't let your kids watch this movie until they're old enough to understand some of the things that goes on in this movie. But Super Troopers, to me, it was you know, for a comedy movie kind of rank them differently than action movies. Most of my movies aren't action movies that I watch, or superhero movies. But comedy, I dabble in comedy movies. I love watching comedy movies, and I thought it was a pretty good comedy movie. Like, it's not like super over the top. It's not being one of the longest lasting comedy movies, but I thought it was a good one. This movie was requested to me to watch by my friends, and they told me, yeah, I watched this movie, Super Troopers. Gotta watch Super Troopers. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. One, I heard of it, but never really had interest in watching this movie. And I sat down and, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. As I said in the opener of this video, the plot is about some state troopers who find themselves getting their department pulled, budget getting cut, and they try to find a way to save it, while also battling the city's police department, the town they're next to. Their police department is also trying to crack down on this crime. They find a dead body, and they're like, okay, what's a dead body? And they also found somebody smuggling drugs, and they try to connect everything. Come find out everything is connected, and the state trooper department kind of does go on the hill. Like, they kind of go out, they're like on down their lucks. They try to bust the bad guys, and kind of find out that something happened. Forgot what happened in the movie. It's been a few weeks since I watched it, but it was like something happened with the mayor coming into town, the governor coming to town, and one of their members betrayed. One of the state troopers betrayed the squad, and which completely caused them well, guess we're not going to have our position. We're all downhill, guys. This is it. So they all kind of go on some more pranks to the later night. I'll kind of skip the movie, spoilers by the way. But they go on pranks and stuff like that, and come to find out, they found the people who was committing the crimes. They come to find out that the police department was working with the bad guys. And as you can think of, a comedy movie with stuff like this is a big brawl at the end, shenanigan fights and stuff like that. And the state troopers win. They win. They turn in all the bad guys. They turn in the crooked police department. And then in any movie that's like a comedy movie, you find out that they don't get their budget. They decide to cut the department and they're gone. And you're like, oh, well, I kind of seen that coming. It was predictable, but I kind of seen it coming. And I was like, all right, so that happened because, it's a comedy movie. It's not going to be like, oh, everybody's, walking away happy and cheery. They become new to the police department of the new city, so they're doing fine. The main characters are doing fine in this movie. I already told you my first initial thoughts and a little bit of the storyline, pretty much the whole storyline of the movie. Before I jump into the characters, I do want to talk about that there's some low parts in this movie too. This movie kind of goes up, you find some funny parts, and then it drops off in some low parts and picks back up with some funny and drop off with some funny. So it's off and on as far as the movie, but I was intrigued. I was kind of curious, who's the villain, how this plays out, how to get this out of the situation. So it did have me intrigued, but I wasn't like, I gotta finish this movie, I can't sit I gotta put my stuff down and watch this movie. I can't work on anything. I was able to watch the movie and kind of work on some stuff too. So I think I was editing on one of the videos, something like that. But anyway, like I was thoroughly intrigued. Now the characters of this movie are the same producers, or one who I should say is the producer of this movie as well. The Broken Lizard comedy group are pretty much the 5 of them as the main characters of this movie. So you have Eric Sorhansky, who plays Rabbit, Shandar Seskar, sorry bro, who played Thorny, Steve Lemmy, who played Mac, Kevin Heffernan played Farva, and Paul Solcher, who played Foster. They're pretty much the main state troopers. Now Farva was the goofy guy, and he betrays his teammates at one point, but they all kind of like let him back when they realized, like, hey bro, you made a mistake. You went after the money, we understand. But guess what? We're still around. And all the characters was cool. They all had funny scenes every once in a while. Every once in a while they had a funny scene, a goofy scene. And I thought it was great. You also have Marissa Coughlan, who played Ursula. And she was a police department, and she ended up teaming up with the state troopers to pretty much like help them take down the police department. So Farva was the guy on the state trooper side working with the other team. Ursula was on the police department side working with the other team. And Ursula had a relationship with Rabbit, so it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet situation where they both was on 2 different sides, but ended up like coming together. And she ended up helping them out in the end of the movie, which is pretty cool. She ended up joining them. And then you have Captain O'Hagan, who played by Brian Cox. Thought he was good. And then Chief Grady, who was played by Daniel Von Bargen. Thought he was good. The cast, I had nothing wrong with the cast. Everybody was kind of fun. It's a comedy movie, so you can't really like, oh, they're going to win the Oscars. No, it was just a bunch of people who want to have fun, make a funny movie. It wasn't super bad either. It was like a pretty chill movie I enjoyed. Music. I'm a big fan of music when it comes to movies because I like the way music sets the tone, the pacing, and stuff like that. The music in this movie, because it's a comedy movie, is kind of all over the place, so nothing in this movie really stand out with music. And like as far as cinematography and like clothing and choreography in this movie, it was okay. No, I enjoyed it. It wasn't nothing too bad. It wasn't nothing too good. Should this movie be watching on a Friday night with a bunch of friends, like for a movie night? Nah, you're gonna have to watch this on a Friday night. I don't choose this as a comedy movie to watch on a Friday night. Not at all. In grading time, I'm gonna grade Super Troopers a C. To me, it was a solid comedy movie. It was average. I got some chuckles out of it. Was intrigued, but wasn't really like blown out the water. And there's a few things that could have been better as far as like up and down when it came to pacing of the movie. How you like had low points and then picks back up, and low points pick back up. Could have done a little better, but as far as comedy, thought it was a solid comedy movie. So that's my thoughts on Super Troopers. If you've seen Super Troopers from 2001, what did you think? Please put it in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. See you next time. Keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend about my series. Tell a friend about Grind Towards Success. Tell a friend about the Movie Breakdown series. If you really like these episodes, I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. It means so much. I can't tell you how much it means. Like it's like I'll be really grateful you just told a friend and share and subscribe to the series. And thank you guys for watching this. Also, if you want to follow my journey outside of YouTube or Facebook, you can go to my Instagram page and you can follow me on my Instagram page at Ali_Zakka. It's right here. Put it right here in my face. That way you're like, where's his face at? Well, it's right behind the Instagram logo. Yeah, but you can follow me on my Instagram page. And also, if you want another episode of Grind Towards Success or Movie Breakdowns, you can watch the episode of Grind Towards Success right here. You can watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns right there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Keep being awesome.